Ladies and gentlemen, good morning/afternoon. Today, I stand before you to speak about something deeply transformative, universally relevant and timeless: the essentials of meditation. In our fast-paced, overstimulated world, where distractions are constant and stress levels are rising, meditation offers not just relief, but also restoration. It is not a religious ritual, nor is it merely a wellness trend. It is a way of being, a practice that connects us to the present moment and helps us find clarity amid chaos. Breath awareness is often referred to as the cornerstone of meditation. It is the most accessible and powerful tool we have to anchor our attention and return to the present moment. The breath is always with us, quietly, consistently supporting our life without demanding attention. Yet, when we consciously direct our focus to the act of breathing, we enter a space of stillness and clarity. This simple act of observing the inhale and exhale, without trying to control or alter it, can create profound shifts in our mental and emotional state. Breath awareness connects us to the here and now, providing a natural rhythm that soothes the mind and opens the heart. In meditation, breath awareness serves multiple purposes. Physiologically, it activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for the rest and digest response. As a result, the heart rate slows down, muscles relax, and the mind begins to quiet. Emotionally focusing on the breath helps reduce stress, anxiety, and feelings of overwhelm. When thoughts race or emotions run high, returning to the breath becomes a grounding force, pulling us away from reactive thinking and into a space of acceptance and observation. The breath becomes both a refuge and a guide, helping us navigate the inner landscape with steadiness and calm. Practicing breath awareness does not require any special skill or spiritual background. It simply asks for presence. You might start by sitting quietly, closing your eyes, and bringing gentle attention to the flow of air in and out of your nostrils. Notice the temperature, the rhythm, the expansion of your chest, and the soft fall of your belly. When the mind inevitably drifts to thoughts, gently bring it back to the breath. This returning again and again is where the real practice lies. Each return strengthens your ability to remain focused and present, like training a muscle that grows stronger with use. Over time, breath awareness cultivates a deeper intimacy with oneself. You begin to notice how emotions influence your breathing patterns, how stress causes shallow breaths, while peace deepens them. By tuning into the breath, you develop an internal barometer that reflects your mental and emotional state. This awareness fosters self-regulation, helping you respond rather than react in challenging situations. In this way, breath awareness becomes more than a meditative technique. It becomes a lifelong companion, a steady presence, reminding you to slow down, return home to yourself, and move through life with greater intention. The importance of posture in meditation cannot be overstated. It forms the physical foundation upon which mental stillness can be built. A well-aligned posture allows energy to flow naturally through the body and prevents discomfort or distraction that might arise from poor positioning. While many associate meditation with the classic cross-legged pose, it is not the only valid option. One can sit on a chair, a cushion, or a bench. As long as the spine is upright, the shoulders are relaxed, and the body feels both grounded and open. The aim is to find a posture that is steady yet relaxed, where the body supports stillness without creating unnecessary tension. Stillness, both of body and mind, begins with this posture. When they don't even stift, doing breathing, both with their filling. From sitting, still it both of body and mind. Tails, sitting. This is why meditators often take a few moments at the beginning of their practice to adjust their posture, aligning the spine, softening the jaw, and ensuring the hands rest comfortably. These adjustments are more than physical. They are symbolic of the transition from the outer world to the inner one. The role of posture goes beyond physical ease. It reflects the state of the mind. A slouched posture may signal lethargy or disinterest, whereas an upright spine embodies alertness, dignity, and intention. This is why many meditation traditions emphasize a posture that balances relaxation with alertness. The body becomes a mirror of the mind's commitment to presence. Even when discomfort arises, choosing to remain still and aware within that discomfort becomes part of the practice. It teaches patience, perseverance, and the ability to observe without reacting. Ultimately, posture and stillness are not about rigid control or forcing the body into unnatural positions. They are about creating a supportive environment where the mind can rest and turn inward. Over time, a consistent meditative posture conditions the mind to enter a calm state more quickly, as the body associates this position with stillness and focus. With regular practice, the posture itself becomes a signal to the nervous system, a reminder that it is time to let go, breathe, and simply be. In this way, the body and mind begin to work in harmony, each supporting the other on the path to inner awareness. Present moment focus lies at the heart of meditation. And define is the future and anticipating what lies ahead. For the moment is the only moment that truly exists. Yet it is the one we most frequently overlook. Our minds are naturally inclined to wander, revisiting memories or anticipating what lies ahead. Meditation teaches us to recognize this habit and to lovingly redirect our awareness back to the here and now. Through this redirection, we discover a powerful sense of clarity and inner peace. Focusing on the present doesn't require exotic settings or silence. It can happen anywhere, while sitting in traffic, walking through nature, or even washing dishes. In meditation, however, we create a dedicated space for this practice, free from external obligations and demands. Each moment of distraction becomes an opportunity to strengthen our presence by returning to the immediate experience. This act of returning again and again is the essence of mindfulness, and it gradually sharpens our ability to stay anchored in the moment. The benefits of present moment focus extend far beyond meditation sessions. When we train the mind to rest in the now, we begin to experience life more vividly. Colors seem brighter, sounds clearer, and sensations more intense. Not because the world has changed, but because we are truly paying attention. This kind of awareness enhances our relationships, decision-making, and overall well-being. We listen more deeply, respond more thoughtfully, and feel more connected to the world around us. The anxiety that comes from anticipating future problems or reliving past mistakes starts to diminish, replaced by a growing sense of peace and trust in the present. Cultivating present moment focus is a practice of patience and compassion. It is not about achieving perfect concentration or banishing all thoughts. Rather, it is about acknowledging each moment as it is, whether it holds stillness or chaos, and choosing to be with it fully. Even difficult emotions or discomforts become more manageable when we meet them without resistance. We begin to see that every moment, no matter how mundane or challenging, holds the potential for awakening. Through consistent practice, we learn that the richness of life is not found in endless doing, but in conscious being. Right here, right now. Non-judgmental observation is one of the most transformative aspects of meditation. It teaches us to witness our inner world without labeling our thoughts, emotions, or sensations as good or bad, right or wrong. This may seem simple, but it challenges our deeply ingrained habits of criticism, evaluation, and comparison. In everyday life, we are constantly judging not only others, but also ourselves. Our minds form opinions at lightning speed, often leading to negative self-talk, inattention, and emotional reactivity. Meditation invites us to take a step back from this pattern and just observe what arises within us with openness and curiosity instead of judgment. In the stillness of meditation, we begin to notice the steady stream of thoughts that pass through the mind. Some are mundane, some are emotional, and others might be painful or unexpected. Without the practice of non-judgment, it's easy to become entangled in these thoughts, trying to suppress the unpleasant ones or hold on to the ones that feel good. But when we simply observe without attaching meaning or significance, we start to see thoughts for what they truly are: temporary mental events, not truths or commands. This shift in perspective creates space between stimulus and response, allowing for greater freedom and self-serviceness. Non-judgmental observation also extends to emotions, many of which we may have been conditioned to resist. Feelings like anger, sadness, jealousy, or fear are often labeled as negative, and we try to push them away or hide from them. Meditation offers a different approach. It teaches us that emotions are not enemies to fight, but messengers to understand. By sitting with them in silence, allowing them to arise, peak, and pass, we develop emotional resilience and compassion. Feeling an awareness to see and silence, allowing them to arise and compassion. Please visit that module. We learn that no emotion is permanent and none needs to define us. This gentle acceptance helps us cultivate a sense of inner peace that is not dependent on our outer circumstances. Perhaps most importantly, non-judgmental observation fosters a deeper relationship with ourselves. We begin to witness not just isolated thoughts or feelings, but the entire landscape of our inner being, our fears, desires, insecurities, and strengths. And in doing so, we create a space of unconditional presence. This inner stance does not mean we stop making decisions. Rather, it means we can respond to life more skillfully, without being trapped in cycles of shame, guilt, or reactivity. With practice, this way of observing spills over into daily life, helping us approach ourselves and others with more patience, kindness, and understanding. Consistency and discipline are the unsung heroes of a successful meditation practice. While meditation is often perceived as a serene and effortless activity, maintaining a regular routine requires dedication and intentional effort. Like any skill, the benefits of meditation unfold over time through steady, repeated practice. Sporadic meditation sessions may provide temporary calm, but it is only through consistent engagement that deeper transformation takes root. Discipline in meditation is not about rigidity or perfectionism. It is about showing up for yourself day after day, even when motivation is low or the mind is restless. Establishing a daily meditation habit can be challenging in the beginning. The modern world constantly pulls us in 1,000 directions, and carving out even 10 quiet minutes can feel like a luxury. Yet this is precisely why discipline matters so much. By setting aside a specific time each day, morning, evening, or whenever possible, we create a sacred space in our schedule, a ritual that signals to the mind and body that this is a time for stillness. The more we honor this commitment, the more natural it becomes. Over time, meditation evolves from a task on a to-do list into a deeply valued part of daily life. Consistency builds momentum. Each session, no matter how short or unfocused, contributes to the cultivation of mindfulness, patience, and inner awareness. The practice accumulates like drops of water filling a jar, eventually leading to noticeable shifts in how we perceive and respond to the world. We begin to develop greater emotional stability, mental clarity, and resilience. Even when progress seems invisible, something is happening beneath the surface. The very act of returning to the cushion again and again strengthens our inner resolve and builds a foundation of calm that supports us through life's challenges. Moreover, discipline in meditation teaches us valuable lessons that extend beyond the practice itself. It trains us to value long-term growth over short-term comfort, to prioritize well-being over distraction, and to trust in the process rather than chase immediate results. In a world that celebrates instant gratification, meditation asks us to slow down and invest in something quieter but infinitely more rewarding: our inner peace. Through consistency and discipline, we not only cultivate the mind, but also shape the quality of our lives. We learn that the real transformation lies not in extraordinary experiences, but in the humble, repeated act of simply sitting, breathing, and being. Letting go of expectations is one of the most liberating yet difficult aspects of meditation. Many people enter meditation with a preconceived notion of what should happen. They expect immediate peace, mental clarity, or a transcendental experience. When these expectations are not met, frustration often follows, and the practice can feel like a failure. But meditation is not about achieving a particular state It is about being fully present with whatever arises. Letting go of expectations means releasing the need to control or evaluate the experience and allowing the moment to unfold naturally. This surrender becomes a powerful doorway to genuine self-discovery and inner stillness. Expectations often come from the mind's habitual tendency to seek results and measure success. In everyday life, we are conditioned to strive, to improve, and to chase goals. While these qualities can be helpful in certain contexts, they can become obstacles in meditation, where the goal is not to become something different but to fully accept what is. When we bring a goal-oriented mindset to meditation, we may judge ourselves harshly, believing we are not doing it right because our minds are busy or our bodies are restless. By letting go of these judgments and expectations, we begin to experience meditation as a space of acceptance rather than performance. The real beauty of meditation often reveals itself when we stop trying to manufacture peace and simply allow the present moment to be enough. This shift in attitude transforms the practice from something we do into something we become. It's in the quiet surrender to the breath, the gentle witnessing of thoughts, and the compassionate presence with all emotions that true depth arises. Ironically, it is when we stop trying to force calmness that we start to feel genuinely calm. When we no longer demand insight arises naturally. Letting go allows space for something deeper than the mind's expectations to emerge. Something more honest, fluid, and healing. This practice of releasing expectations does not mean we lose motivation or direction. Instead, it invites us to approach meditation with a sense of curiosity and openness. Each session becomes an exploration rather than a destination. Sometimes it feels serene, sometimes chaotic, but each moment holds value. As we develop this mindset, we become less attached to outcomes and more attuned to the present experience. Over time, this attitude extends into our daily lives, helping us let go of rigid ideals about how things should be. We begin to embrace life with greater equanimity, allowing it to unfold as it is, rather than how we wish it to be. Integration of meditation into daily life is where the true depth and power of the practice is realized. While sitting in silence for 10 or 20 minutes can bring calm and clarity, the goal of meditation is not confined to that small window of time. Real transformation occurs when the principles cultivated during meditation, such as awareness, patience, compassion, and equanimity, begin to influence the way we live, think, speak, and act through the day. This integration is what elevates meditation from a personal habit to a way of being, bringing mindfulness into every corner of our existence. The transition from formal meditation to mindful living happens gradually. After a consistent period of practice, we may notice ourselves responding more calmly in stressful situations, listening more attentively in conversations, or noticing the small details of life that once passed us by. We might become more attuned to the needs of our bodies, more thoughtful in our decisions, or more forgiving in our relationships. These subtle shifts are signs that meditation is working not just on the surface, but deep within the structure of our awareness. The boundaries between sitting meditation and daily life begin to blur as mindfulness becomes less of an effort and more of a natural state. Living meditatively means carrying the same presence and attentiveness we cultivate in silence into our daily activities. Whether we are eating, walking, working, or engaging with others, every moment offers an opportunity to be mindful. Even routine tasks like washing dishes or brushing our teeth become chances to be fully present. This doesn't mean we must always be perfectly focused or serene, but rather that we make an ongoing effort to show up for each moment with openness and awareness. In doing so, we find that the peace we seek in meditation it simply requires a pensha, itale, et kio, is more ofye, kriane, it's got so deep, so free, that life. It simply requires, moreover, the integration of meditation into life creates a foundation of inner strength and resilience. When life becomes turbulent, our ability to pause, breathe, and return to awareness serves as a powerful anchor. Instead of being swept away by emotions, we can witness them. Instead of reacting impulsively, we can respond with clarity. This conscious approach to living doesn't eliminate challenges, but it does change how we relate to them. Meditation becomes more than a retreat from the world. It becomes a means of engaging with the world from a place as a computer between all decreases of a greater intention, kindness between all decrease. In conclusion, meditation is far more than a passive act of sitting quietly. It is a profound journey inward that reshapes how we experience ourselves and the world around us. Conception, daily life integration, daily thought, daily retreat, daily time, daily practice. This practice invites us to slow down, listen, and live with intention. As we cultivate stillness within, we begin to carry peace wherever we go, not as a fleeting feeling, but as a way of being.